You are now watching Diamond Collectors, brought to you by Francis Ford Coppola Winery. On Diamond Collectors, we continue our exploration into the fast-growing subculture of diamond wine bottle collecting. In this episode, we travel to the city of Scottsdale, Arizona, where warm, sunny weather attracts tourists and snowbirds 365 days a year. In the westmost western town is where our trail leads us in our ongoing quest to reveal the fascinating lives of diamond collectors.
My name is Tim X. I'm a real estate developer in Scottsdale, Arizona, and I'm a diamond wine bottle collector. Hey, I'm Tim X. Welcome to my ranch in Scottsdale. I'm excited to show you my diamond bottle collection. There it is. Coppola Diamond Series mini bottles. They're extremely rare, and they're 50 milliliters. That's 700 milliliters less than a normal bottle. The orange label is a Chardonnay. This green label here is the Pinot Grigio. And then it came in a white label for the Cabernet Sauvignon and the gray label for the Pinot Noir. I'm very proud to say I have the biggest collection of these bottles in the world. My friend built me this beautiful wall so I can display them. This is my canvas and my art right here. I had one of my art friends make this for me. I have the 4 markers and I can just design whatever I want. This is the playbook. This is from before I had the whiteboard. My friends and I make our own designs. The whiteboard makes it so much easier. I can just erase and start over again. I want people to enjoy them and be interactive with them. That's what it's about. I like that. Simple. How I got into collecting mini bottles is, as a kid, we had mini action figures as children. We had mini train sets as children. At Christmas time, there was always a little mini train going around the Christmas tree. And as an adult, I still enjoy those mini things. About 10 years ago, I was in Los Angeles on Sunset Boulevard. I saw the original full-size billboards. These are the miniature billboards. I usually have 50 to 100 bottles on display on the wall, but when I need more, I keep them over here in these bins. And for you wine bottle collecting purists that noticed I didn't have a top on the bottles, I have all 1,014 screw tops. Time to meet Jim and Casey and go out and feed the horses. Just grab a bag of fruit. In keeping with my passion for all things mini, I have this little car collection. Of course, you have to have a Mini Cooper convertible. This little guy is one of the original Mini Coopers from Europe, the Honda 600. This is the first Honda to come to America. And then my BMW Isetta 300. You just pop open the front and hop on in. I love this car. How about we go see the horses now? This is one of my pastures. These are my brood mares. Obviously, they're mini horses. Go! If few years back, I was at a friend's house and they had just bought a mini horse as a pet. And I just thought they were adorable and had to have one. So one turned into two and two turned into three. And with my 25-acre ranch, I had the room. So I had some corrals and some stables built. Hey, Jim.
Hey, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. You'll notice on your horses that we have that neck wrap going around there. It gives them a better looking neck.
So when are you gonna come by the house for dinner sometime?
As soon as we, maybe when show season's over, we have more time.
We'll have a true Scottsdale barbecue.
There you go. This is the one that was born yesterday. You got a little stallion out of it. And he is just an absolute sweetheart.
We'll name him Cab. Say hi, Cab. Cab. Come here. Come here, come say hi.
Say hello.
I never thought I would be into horses, but when I saw these miniature horses, it was like having a big dog. They were gentle, they were adorable, and you know, they don't take as much space as a big horse. This is Rocky, my little Chihuahua. And when we have game night every week, we come over and we can play chess. Of course, these didn't come this way. I had my carpenter friend make these for me. Little piece of wood to fit into the top. If we don't have enough time to play chess, we can always play checkers. These are some of my show horses. I'll be taking them to California this weekend for the show. This is Spanky and Grumpy. I'm excited to head out to the first show of the season. I got my bags packed, my car's ready, and I'm gonna hit the road this evening and arrive in Northern California tomorrow morning, and then go to the show. I just drove through the night from Arizona, drop off my luggage at the hotel, and head to the show. These are my lucky charms. I have one bottle for each horse I have in competition. I'm missing a few because I'm only showing 11 horses today. We have Spanky, we have Bashful, we have Lola, Ginger, Dopey, Doc, Ellie, and Grumpy. Grumpy's been with me for 5 years. He's a little beat up because I used to carry him in my pocket. He's my little baby. I'll keep these charms next to me all day for good luck. It was a long drive from Arizona, but here we are in Northern California, just outside of Sacramento. Beautiful morning. Let's win some ribbons. This is Daniel. We like Daniel. He's the one that hands out ribbons to my horses.
You win champion, and then you come back and win grand champion. That's the king of them all.
That's the mini horse Zamboni. What's her name again?
Tiny Dancer.
Yours a tiny one. The best thing about you, mini horses, mini drop-ins. The first year I went to just a couple of the horse shows. The second year I went to maybe 7 or 8 of them, and now I'm up to 11 horse shows all across the country, and one I get to go to in France. You can fit 12 horses in this trailer. With regular sized horses, you couldn't do that. Oh, baby Sin, how was your ride from Arizona? I'm fortunate enough that my horses win lots of the competitions, but for me, it's more about the camaraderie and the socializing with the other trainers and the other owners. How many horses are you showing today? And just having a really good time. Yes.
And I want to know what's in that briefcase.
What's with the gold?
So what's in the briefcase?
A collection of diamond bottles, mini wine bottles.
Are in the briefcase?
This is how I honor some of the horses that have retired from competition. I have this beautiful little case. Some of them are now used for breeding. Some of them are used for therapy horses. And some of them, of course, have passed away. Little Leo here was one of my favorites I've had. I don't think of myself as a collector. I'm more like a custodian or a caretaker of these many, many things. You know, I'm more of a people person. Woo! There you go, Casey. My collection's for my friends and my family to enjoy. We'll see you back in Arizona.
Sounds great.
These 50 milliliter wine bottles, they're just one facet of the many, many things that I collect.
I love these shoes.
Well, thank you.
Even though you're a mini horse, you got a full-size heart.